this past Labor Day in Chicago, 58 people got shot. 7 died. One of them was a 14-year-old girl. In 2024, 48 got shot last year and 10 died. But you don't want the National Guard in there. I see people marching. We don't want them here. We don't want them here. Know why you don't want them there? Because your ass don't live in that community. I bet you live in that community, you'll say, please sit them. The mayor of D.C., know what she said yesterday? She don't want him to leave. And that's a black lady. She told Trump, keep him here. Because them boys out of, and women, them little young girls too. Trifling as hell. Who's their parents, man? Who is their parents? Who's their parents? I want y'all to listen to something.
What they needed to do to get a hold of crime, the street crime, much of it being perpetrated by young people of color. Let me just leave it at that. Black on black crime. Much of it.
Yeah, but also a big part of this is also dealing with the reality of the massive amount of
Guns, yeah. And guns coming out of Indiana. The folks there on the ground and the police have repeatedly said that 90% of them come right out of Indiana.
that come from Indiana. Yeah, come from Indiana.
Listen to me, Roland. We could have dealt with this. We had Obama in the White House. We own at least one or two legislative branches. We own the Attorney General. We didn't do jack about that. We didn't do jack about it. And that was a missed opportunity. We got to deal with crime, and we got to deal with the root cause of crime. Kids dropping out of school, getting in the contraband economy. That has to be fixed. And you can do something about that. I was working with the Children's Defense Fund, and they said if you're not reading at 4th grade level by the time you're 10 years old, you got a 50% chance to ever run in with the law by the time you're 14. Well, we got to go after that, and we've got to be resourced. And people in the community need to demand it of the mayor and the governor. Why the hell? You know when Trayvon Martin, that poor little boy got killed, that became a national incident. We didn't do shit about 8 or 9 young kids got killed in Chicago that same week. There wasn't shit done about it, Roland. Nothing was done about it.
But here's the incident we face.
You hear what he said? When Obama was in office, he did absolutely nothing for the black people. I'm talking about crime on crime. He did absolutely nothing. $58 people. Shot 58 people. Just past weekend, Labor weekend. And killed a 14-year-old girl. 7 died, and you got a few of them, a lot of them on a critical list. They don't even know if they gonna make it. And all of it was drive-by shooting. Sad, man. And people gonna march talking about they don't want the government to come in and take over. That's because your ass don't live there. You don't live in them neighborhoods. If you did, you'll be begging for the goddamn National Guard to come in. Can't sleep at night. Guns, people drive by shooting all the goddamn time. Shooting out the street lights. Throwing tennis shoes up there on the goddamn wire to let people know we sell drugs around here. See, you don't live in no area like that. That's why your ass marching. And you got a sorry ass mayor and governor. That's why you march. Bring your ass and go live in that neighborhood and see if you would want Trump to bring the National Guard in there. These kids out of control, man. They have no respect for the law. They don't have respect for themselves. The prison system gotta change. Send their ass to Venezuela. Send them to Venezuela and see if, once the word get out, if they gonna continue doing the same bullshit they doing in America. Man, people want to live in peace, man. People want to live in peace. People tired of this bullshit from these young ass kids, man. You can't even walk to the goddamn store without these little kids robbing you or somebody shooting at one another. Go live in that goddamn neighborhood and see if you gonna march to stop the goddamn National Guard, you dumbasses.